In this video, we will introduce the basic concept of masking in Fusion 5. We'll explore how mask tools are added to the composition, how they are connected to tools that make up your scene, and how they affect the tool. Let's start by adding a simple background tool to the composition. Locate the toolbar button labeled BG and click and drag it into the flow. With the tool selected, navigate to the tool controls, open the color wheel, and set the color to red. Then view the tool in one of your display views, and then use the Fit menu, or the Scaling menu, to set the view to fit, or use Ctrl F while the window is active. Now normally, a background tool applies its color to the entire image. As a result, the entire 720 by 576 background image that we've created here is being given the red color that we've asked for in the background tool's controls. What I'd like to do is mask the tool so that only a portion of the image gets the red color. We do this by adding a mask tool to the composition. Fusion's mask tools are located in the Mask Tool category. Available are Bitmap, B-Spline, Ellipse, Mask Paint, Polygon, Rectangle, Triangle, and Wand masks. Let's add an Ellipse Mask to our background by selecting Ellipse from the menu. Because the background tool was already selected, the Ellipse tool is automatically connected to the mask input on the background tool. The mask input on any tool is indicated by a small blue triangle. Let's view the Ellipse Mask in the second display view and take a look at the image it produces. The Ellipse Mask produces a single-channel black and white image. Where the image is black, the effect of the tool it's applied to will not be seen. Where the tool mask is white, then the effect of the tool it's applied to will be seen. In the case of applying this effect mask to our background, we can see that where the effect mask is white, the red background shows through. Where the effect mask is black, we don't see the background. More than one mask tool can be used to produce the overall mask channel that's applied to a tool, such as the background. For example, make sure the Ellipse tool is selected so that it is yellow in the flow, and then select the Rectangle mask from the menu. This will automatically add the Rectangle mask between the Ellipse tool and the background tool. Note that the output of the ellipse connects to the effect mask input on the Rectangle tool, and the output of the rectangle connects to the effect mask input on the background. This is how we chain together mask tools. If we view the Rectangle tool in the display view, we can see that the two masks have been added together. The Mask's Paint mode determines how the mask is combined with existing masks. For example, the Rectangle tool's Paint mode is set to Merge. Were I to set it to Subtract, then the rectangle would be subtracted from the existing mask channel. This is the technique used to cut holes in a mask. Right-click on the Rectangle Mask tool and select Delete from the context menu to remove the Rectangle Mask tool from the flow. Make sure that the Ellipse tool is selected, and then examine its tool controls on the right-hand side of the screen. The following controls are common to almost all mask tools. Show View Controls enables or disables the display of on-screen controls in the display view. The Level control can be used to make the mask more or less opaque. The Soft Edge control applies a uniform Gaussian blur to the shape of the mask, giving you soft edges. The higher the soft edge, the stronger the blur applied. The Solid checkbox can be used to make the mask solid, or use the border width control with the checkbox cleared to give the mask an outline. With the Solid checkbox selected, the border width can be used to grow or shrink the edges of the mask. Finally, the Invert checkbox can be used to invert the entire shape. Select Invert will cause the areas of the mask that are white to become black and the areas that are black to become white. Let's continue by adding a text tool to the flow. Right-click in the flow, select Add Tools, Creator, Text Plus. With the text tool selected, go to the controls and enter the word Fusion in the text edit box in the controls. View the text tool in one of the display views and increase the size of the text until it encompasses most of the image. Now switch to the text tool's Shading tab Scroll down and locate the color control. Open the color wheel and set the color of the text to yellow. Locate the toolbar button labeled GLO or glow, and then click and drag it into the display view. This automatically adds the glow tool to the composition and connects it to the selected tool, which in this case was the text tool. It also views the glow tool in the display view. Take a look at the glow tool's controls and increase the glow size and the glow strength, or glow slider, until you see something that looks like the glow we see here. This applies a very strong glow to our text. What we'd like to do is use a rectangle mask to isolate the glow to cover just one of the letters. Have a look at the bottom of the display view at the toolbar that you find there. Note that there are several toolbar buttons that are related to masks. As you hold your mouse over each one, you can see what kind of mask this is related to. The first button adds a polyline mask, the second a B-spline, the third a bitmap, a paint mask, a wand, and then a rectangle and an ellipse. Click on the rectangle mask button to automatically add the rectangle mask to the selected tool. Select the rectangle mask tool and adjust the size of the control and its position until it's covering just the F. View the rectangle mask. The mask is applied to the glow after the glow has been processed. What that means is that the glow renders across the entire image, and then the white portions of the mask are used as a window through which we can see the glow. The remainder of the mask, the portion that's black, we see just the original input of the tool. However, note how hard the edge is of our mask. So if we zoom in by holding the middle mouse button and the left mouse button and click dragging, then we can see that very hard edge is chopping away at our glow. If we're passed through the rectangle using Control P, we can see the original glow and the result after masking. There is a second type of mask available called a pre-mask. A pre-mask works by applying the mask first to determine which pixels will receive the effect. Note on the glow tool there is a second free input in gray. This is the glow mask. Disconnect the rectangle mask from the effect mask or the blue effect mask input and connect it to the gray input on the glow tool. Now notice the difference in the image. The glow is now applied to all of the pixels in the F, and the glow can extend beyond the edges of the rectangle mask if necessary. The rectangle mask no longer chops off the glow where needed. Not all tools provide pre-masks. Glow tool is one, a highlight tool is another. This concludes our chapter on masking. The next video will cover the effect masks in much more detail, going into specific detail on polyline and B-spline effect masks.